These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Today's fearsome foursome are Steve, Olaf, known as the Immaculate, Kevin, and Lisa. Hoping to vanquish our brainy behemoths today are the Dead Parrots. Now, this family team are three-time champions of the Felixstowe Music Quiz. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm a civil servant.
I'm Sue. I'm a semi-retired community safety officer.
Hello, I'm Simon. I'm a retired travel specialist.
Hi, I'm Grim, and I'm a retired travel specialist.
So, Matt and team, welcome. Great to see you again, Matt, right?
Yes, me and my dad were on in 2009.
So
with some
Matt
other
is...
family members.
We'll get the family relationship. Matt is Simon's son.
Yep,
And your stepmum is Grim on the end.
that's correct.
That's right.
And Grim's sister is Sue.
That's right.
Have I got it right?
You have,
Yes.
yeah, well done.
We love family
We get
teams.
confused sometimes. Well, yeah.
So you and your dad came in, what, a good decade ago, more?
Yeah, 2009 it was, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you remember about it? We all looked a lot younger.
We were a lot younger, a lot slimmer I was, yeah, and yeah, we had a good day. We ran them close, but they pipped us in the end.
I love that you've been plotting revenge for 13, 14 years.
Well, yeah, thought we'd have another crack.
Brilliant. OK, well, good luck. I'm hoping music comes up, because
Well,
obviously that's your thing, right?
It's going to be embarrassing if we do badly at it now. Yeah.
Who are the Felixstowe Music Quiz champions? Which of them? Is it the whole team here?
Well, me and my dad as well, and yeah, and the rest of the team are at home. But yeah.
Ooh, OK, music. Let's pray for music. All the best challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challenging team. As you know, if you know this from last time, if you fail to win, the prize money rolls over. We've done a lot of rolling, haven't we, Eggheads? You're on ferocious form, which is both good news and bad news. They've won 20. Ooh. Yes, ooh. That's what I said. When you lose, you'll then lose 3 in a row. I know how it works with you, but for the moment, they are unsurpassable, and you've got to surpass them, basically. And if you do, you win 21,000. So your timing is both very, very good and very, very bad, because they are playing well. Shall we crack on?
Yep.
Yes.
I know you want to do this. OK, the first head-to-head battle is on film and TV.
Elaine, do you want to give it a go, or Sue?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Is that
Grim,
okay?
Grim will have a go, yeah.
Grim, OK. I feel bad calling you Grim. I mean, I don't... It's,
Everybody does.
We'll talk about it in a moment. So Grim from this side against which Grim, Egghead?
Pick who you like it, Grim. It's like, yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
OK.
please.
So Grim from the Dead Parrots against Lisa from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to our question room now. Well, I guess everyone asks you the same question, Grim, which is why you are called Grim.
Well, my surname originally, maiden name, was Grimette, and all my friends and family have always called me Grim. I've had Grim Reaper, Grimm's Fairy Tales, Grim anything.
I was wondering if there was a woman's first name, which is like Grimelda or something, but I don't know.
No, it's just
surname.
a nickname. But I always say Grim by name, but not by nature.
What is your actual first name?
Elaine,
OK, and which do you prefer?
Grim.
Brilliant.
It always adds a bit of humour.
It's lovely. All right, Grim. I'm so glad I got permission to say that. So you can choose whether you go first or second against our Lisa.
I'll go first, please.
Grim, which TV presenter did Richard Madeley marry in 1986? Lorraine Kelly, Judy Finnegan, or Fern Britton?
It's definitely not Lorraine. It's definitely not Fern. Judy Finnegan. I'm pretty sure about that.
Judy Finnegan is right, as in Richard and Judy. Your question, Lisa. In 2019, a film in the Star Wars series was released entitled The Rise of what? So 2019, Solo, Skywalker, or Vader?
Now, the problem with multiple sequels is it's very easy to accidentally get one wrong. So let me just sense check this before I say anything silly. I don't think they've ever done The Rise of Vader because that's what 4, 5 and 6 are. No, 1, 2 and 3, sorry. 4, 5 and 6, the other ones, right? And then Solo, the film about Solo is just called Solo, isn't it? Yeah, it's The Rise of Skywalker.
I'm just so bad on Star Wars. I would have got this wrong. I hate to say it. I would have gone, I don't know what I could have said anything. But it wouldn't have been the right answer. So well done, Lisa. Skywalker's right. Have you watched them all? Are you that kind of person?
I really like the Star Wars films, yeah, so I confess to having watched them all.
OK, one each. Grim, back to you. Grim, which of these horror films was released in a different decade to the other two? The Exorcist, Rosemary's Baby, or Halloween?
Well, The Exorcist was quite a long time ago, and I think Rosemary's Baby was probably in that same era. So I would take a guess probably at Halloween.
OK, Halloween. Let's check with the challengers here, whether you've got a sense of this. Challengers?
Horror, not really my bag. I'd have probably have gone with Rosemary's Baby, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'd have gone with Halloween.
You would have gone with Halloween. So,
yeah.
kids, what years have we got on these? Anything? Exorcist feels to me like a 70s film, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When was Rosemary's Baby then?
68.
The 60s. So the key thing then is when was Halloween?
70s.
That's, yeah, so Rosemary's Baby was the first and was in a different decade. So, Lisa has a chance to go ahead with this question. Michael Douglas is the real name of which famous actor born in 1951? Michael Sheen, Michael J. Fox, or Michael Keaton?
I was going to be really annoyed if you brought up Michael Douglas then as well. I think that, so Michael J. Fox, Michael Sheen's real name is Michael Sheen. It's Michael Keaton.
Yes, it is Michael Keaton. Do you think he changed because of Michael Douglas then, or?
I couldn't tell you, ask someone else.
I don't know. I don't know what the dates are, whether he's much younger.
He is younger. Yeah, I think that's why he changed.
That's why he changed.
By the time he became well-known, Michael Douglas was already well-known. I think that's the case.
Michael Keaton is the answer. So Grim, Lisa is ahead. Your question. Which filmmaker is known for his working relationship with Tom Cruise, having written or directed a number of the actor's films between 2008 and 2022? Is it James Gunn, Taika Waititi, or Christopher McQuarrie?
Ooh, I'm not awfully sure. I think it'll probably have to be a process of elimination. And I think I'll go with Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. Let's see. Is Grim right, Eggheads?
No.
No, who is it?
Christopher McQuarrie.
What did he direct?
Well, the Mission Impossible films
I see.
would be the best-known ones because there's a whole sequence of them.
OK, Christopher McQuarrie, particularly for Mission Impossible, Grim, is the answer here. So Lisa's won through. It's early days. I can't believe we've lost Grim. I can't believe it. I was willing you on there. Come back to us, rejoin your teams. The challengers have lost the brain from the final round. They lost Grim. The Eggheads have still got Lisa. We play on. Arts and books. Matt, who wants this?
And one of you had to take for the team?
Don't fancy it, but
No, I don't fancy it.
Well, I think
up to you.
they're probably going to be musical
to you.
sport to go, isn't they?
it's up to you.
Go on, Sue, you have a go.
OK.
OK, well done, Sue. Brilliant. Into the breach. No questions. No rebellion against the captain. Now, which Egghead? You can have Steve or Olaf or Kevin.
Kevin,
Great.
I think.
Brilliant. Sue from Dead Parrots versus Kevin from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to our legendary question room. So I note the team name is Dead Parrots, and so someone on your team must be a Monty Python fan.
Yes, I think that's right, Jeremy, and I think it's Matt or Simon, probably.
Because Dead Parrots is it. God, the Dead Parrot sketch, Eggheads, it never goes away, does it?
The dead parrot literally never dies.
It never dies. And I bet if Chris was here, he could do every word of it.
Really, have we got that long?
No, you're right, we haven't. So, Sue, we'll crack on, and we'll try to get Kevin out. Be a great feather in your cap if you can do it. Would you like to go first or second on arts and books?
I'd like to go first, please, Jeremy.
Which of these works of literature was written in Old English? Sue, was it the Canterbury Tales, Paradise Lost, or Beowulf?
Oh, I don't think it was Paradise Lost. And I don't think it was Beowulf. I'm going to go with Canterbury Tales, Jeremy.
Beowulf is the answer there, Sue. Over to Kevin. Which of these cities features in the title of a Shakespeare play? Madrid, Athens, or Paris?
That is Athens, Timon of Athens.
Timon of Athens. You're right. Sue, and how the silence surged softly backward when the plunging hooves were gone are the last lines to which poem? Is it the listeners not waving but drowning, or the highwayman?
I don't think it's the listeners. More likely sounds like the highwayman.
Eggheads on the table.
I'd gone for listeners.
I would too.
Who's it by?
Walter de la Mare.
Walter de la Mare. The listeners is the answer. Sorry, Sue, that was tough. Kevin, with this you can take it. Which of these classic novels was published first? The Count of Monte Cristo, Moby Dick, or King Solomon's Mines?
Right. The two of those are not that far apart, I think. King Solomon's Mines is later on in the 19th century. That's in the, I think, in the 1880s, 1887, something like that. Moby Dick was 1851. So the question then becomes, when was the Count of Monte Cristo? Because it's right, it's in the middle of Dumas' life. And I think that the Count of Monte Cristo was about 1844. I think it's the Count of Monte Cristo.
It's brilliant quizzing because every single date you said was correct in that answer. And the Count of Monte Cristo in 1844 means that it was published first, so well done, Kevin. I mean, you're up against the very greatest there, Sue, possibly the greatest quizzer in the history of the English language. So I hope you enjoyed the experience.
Yes, I did. Great. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for being so sporting. We'll be back shortly. See you after this break. Welcome back. As it stands, the Dead Parrots have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost any brains. They're still very much alive. And at last, we have music. Oh, at last, we have a music round. So it's happened. So who wants this, Matt?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll
I think
I'll take it.
Brilliant.
For what it's worth. Yeah.
Loves his music. OK, against which Egghead? And you can choose either, let us see, Steve or Olav.
I'll go for Steve.
OK, Matt from the Dead Parrots versus Steve from the Eggheads. Please go to the question room. So Matt, our civil servant from Felixstowe, team captain. I should ask you again, the Dead Parrot thing is a little bit more complicated than Monty Python, isn't it? Because it crops up in The Office as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like a double homage, really. It's David Brent's team, quiz team in the Office is called the Dead Parrots because they love the Monty Python sketch. So, yeah, it's quite convoluted, but that's the team name we've had for years now. So.
And are you one of those people who can repeat the Monty Python sketch word for word?
No, I do like the Monty Python sketch, but I'm more from The Office. I could repeat The Office word for word probably, but not Monty Python.
Well, you're a bit younger than me, but The Office is my go-to comedy. I think it's probably displaced Fawlty Towers, actually.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Do you like the American Office?
I do like that as well. I watched it all during the first lockdown in COVID, actually, and it is really good, but I still prefer the British one.
Matt, good luck in this round. You've got to turn the tide here. Playing for 21,000. Music, your beloved subject. Would you like to go first or second?
Well, it hasn't worked so far, but I'll keep going first, please.
Matt, who released Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent, the best-selling album in the UK in 2019 and 2020? Was it Matt Stormzy, Lewis Capaldi, or Dua Lipa?
Well, actually, we listened to one of his records on the way up on my dad's car, who is a big fan, although I'm not a massive fan myself, but I believe that is Lewis Capaldi.
It is Lewis Capaldi. Well done. He is brilliant. Steve, Mrs. Lovett and Judge Turpin are characters in which stage musical? West Side Story, Into the Woods, or Sweeney Todd?
I think that's Sweeney Todd, Jeremy.
It is Sweeney Todd. Matt, La Scala is a famous opera house in which Italian city? Florence, Milan, or Rome?
Opera's not really my thing. My weak point with regards to music. I'm going to go Milan.
Is he right, Steve?
He is right.
Yes, Milan is right. Steve, your question. What type of musical instrument is a marimba? Accordion, harp, or xylophone?
I think it's very similar to a xylophone, Jeremy.
Xylophone is correct. Gosh, you two. Playing with confidence. Third question could be crucial, Matt. Holst's orchestral piece, Egdon Heath, was written in homage to which writer? T.S. Eliot, George Bernard Shaw, or Thomas Hardy?
Again, I don't actually know this one. Looking at the options, I would say... I'm going to go Thomas Hardy.
Thomas Hardy. Let's see if Simon, your dad, knows. Simon?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Well done. That's a hard old question. Thomas Hardy. Steve under pressure now. Steve, get this wrong, you're knocked out. They're playing for £21,000. Here's your question. Which Glass Animals song reached the top of the US singles chart in 2022, 59 weeks after its release? Heat Waves, First Class, or Stay?
Yeah, I quite like it. It's Heat Waves, Jeremy.
It's Heat Waves. Wow, you two are powering along here, testing me. So, 3-3, nothing to choose between you, but music's a big old category. We go to sudden death, Matt, for the first time in this contest. Gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternative options. Here we go. There's no business like show business, and anything you can do, I can do better. Are songs from which stage musical?
Oh, not big on musicals. I can't really think of a sensible. Starlight Express.
No, there are people who love musicals and people who don't, and it's the people who love them. Do you know Grimm?
Is it Carousel?
No? Anyone?
Annie, get your gun.
Annie, get your gun. So Steve has the chance to take the round. How Christmas Is Supposed to Be is a 2021 single by Sheridan Smith, and which member of Take That?
This one passed me by. Nothing to go on, I'll say Gary Barlow.
You're right, Steve. Gary Barlow it is. 3 out of 3 plus the sudden death gives you victory. Matt's been knocked out as well. But this challenging team have still got something about them. They're not out of it. Come back, we'll play the final round for £21,000. Oh, I can't believe we had music, and it's those musicals, isn't it, Matt?
It was the musicals. That's my weak point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mine as well, so I relate completely. This is what we have been playing towards. It is time for our final round. As always, general knowledge. But those of you who lost your head-to-heads aren't going to be in the round. So that is, unfortunately, all from the challengers' side. Matt, Sue and Grimm from the Dead Parrots, who I have to ask to leave the studio. Well, Simon, I mentioned at the start that you played before.
Yes.
And when you got to the final, you were in the final?
Yes.
On your own?
With Matthew.
Right. What went wrong?
We failed on the sudden death.
Yes.
Got a question wrong.
Yeah. So is it, what I'm trying to sort of sensitively ask is whether you might be better off on your own?
I don't think it'll be any worse.
Sorry, Matt.
There's less room for confusion.
Well, I'm trying to look on the bright side. It's true. You can't have an argument with your son.
No,
right?
that's right.
That's one thing. Listen, good luck.
Crossed.
Fingers crossed. They're all rooting for you back there. Simon, you're playing to win the Dead Parrots £21,000. You can do it. Honestly, we've seen it happen. Steve, Olav, Kevin and Lisa, you're playing for the Eggheads' reputation. You want to keep the run going. I know you do. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge. Normally, Simon, I say you can confer, but as you well know, you're on your own, so you actually can't. And they can. And the main question here is whether your one brain can take down these 4. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right. Simon, who became Chancellor of the Exchequer after Rishi Sunak's resignation in July 2022? Was it Nadeem Zahawi, Sajid Javid or Dominic Raab?
It was Sajid Javid.
Sajid Javid was Chancellor before, am I right?
Yeah.
So after Sunak resigned in a cross mood with Boris Johnson, Johnson appointed Nadeem Zahawi as Chancellor. So it goes Javid, Sunak, Zahawi. Eggheads, your question. The Spanish Steps are a popular landmark in which European city? Geneva, Paris or Rome?
Well, you'll with Rome.
It's Rome.
Rome is the answer, so they have taken the lead. Simon, your question. On a French restaurant menu, how would a rare steak be described? Would it be demi-anglais, bien cuit, or sagnon?
I don't think it'll have anything to do with anglais. I think I'll go for sanguis, the last one.
The last one, sagnon, is correct. Well done. You're level. Eggheads, to take the lead, your second question. In Scottish folklore, kelpies are water spirits that usually take the form of which animal? Wolf, horse, or eagle?
Horse.
Yeah.
It's a horse, Jeremy.
Horse is right. It's difficult when they play with conviction, isn't it, Simon? We need something to sow confusion in the ranks of the four. But at the moment, what we need is for you to get this right. The third question, £21,000 we're playing for. The Mediterranean island of Gozo, G-O-Z-O, is part of which country? Malta, Cyprus, or Turkey?
It's Malta.
Before you retired, what industry did you work in?
Travel.
It's a good question for you.
I've never been to Gozo, but I know it's Malta.
They're brilliant. I'm sure you've sold some holidays there. Yeah. Malta is right. Well done. So, level, but the Eggheads have this question in hand. Who scored the only goal in Real Madrid's 2022 European Cup final victory over Liverpool? Is it Vinicius Junior, Karim Benzema, or Federico Valverde?
Vinicius. It's a hero in my house.
Yeah, it's Vinicius.
You say Vinicius Junior.
Yep.
Why is he a hero in your house, Steve?
I'm a Man United fan, Jeremy.
Oh, I see. OK. You wanted Liverpool to lose. If you've got it right, the contest is over. The answer is Vinicius Junior. We say congratulations, Eggheads. You have won. And I know you knew the Nadeem Zahawi question. I know you knew the first one I asked.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's that classic thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I jumped in too quickly.
Yeah, I know. Often the first question, it happens a lot. It really does. Commiserations, Simon and team. Lovely to see you. Please come back. The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them. Their winning streak continues. So it does mean the challengers don't take the £21,000 and that enormous jackpot rolls over again. Well done, Eggheads. You're making this very exciting every single day. Isn't it thrilling? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers can focus on and win £22,000. They want to stop them. We'll see what happens when they arrive in the studio. Till then, goodbye.
That's some serious money. Now, based on P.D. James' bestsellers, don't miss the Dalgleish Mysteries tonight with a potential case of blackmail on his hands at 9. Next, the art of no-frill shopping at the likes of Aldi. We've secrets of the billion-dollar discounter in just a moment.